Okay. Okay, I'll explain that. I'll explain loops. Okay. Types begin of TY mact. In TY mact, we will have three fields: mactex, spras, matner. Matner is material numbers, process language, mactex is description. And this is basically a type of table, custom table. Parameters will be accepted in P Veblen will be of type VF. P underscore P is type character as checkbox. And P box is type C as checkbox. Type C is character as checkbox. So it will be given as a checkbox. Data IT internal table, IT mact type table of your mact. So it will copy this fields into IT mact. And we have work area type TYMAC same. So ITMAC cannot be directly accessed. So WMAC will be used to add data and info into ITMAC. So how is this internal table? Because we have written type table of. So VMAC Matner is 100. VMAC Spras E, VMAC MacText test 1. Okay. And append all this into ITMAC. Then 200E test 2 appended to ITMAC, ITMAC, ITMAC. Read table, which table ITMAC into WMAC, which means read all of IT table into WMAC with key Matner 600 when material number is 600. So when we want to read a single record, we use the syntax read. Okay. Equal symbol can also be is used in read statement, but EQ cannot be accepted. In other syntax, not in read, EQ and EQ can be used when assigning a value. Use equal to, when comparing, use EQ. For comparison, we use EQ. Okay. Loop at ITMAC. Right now, okay, let's use it. Example 2, read table ITMAC into WMAC with key matter 600 spras E. Loop at ITMAC. Loop means to run in circle into WMAC where matter is 300. For multi-records, use loops. So whenever we want to access multiple records, we use loops. So it will bring us multiple records from ITMAC into WAMAKT. Write MAKT Matner and loop. Okay. Check. Activate. So loop is a circle. Loop until it gets all the record. It's not getting anything. Okay, let me just check. Sales and distribution document number. Okay. Sales and distribution document number. Sales document. Okay. For sales document, we need 02. Okay, copy this and F1. F1. Technical information. In technical information, we have table name and field name. Okay. Anyways, we have done our 80,000. Execute. It's not execute. Okay. But it actually requires what? Why is not executing? Because material number 500, 400. So read IT backed into WMAC with key Matner. We don't have a material with 600. So loop and item into where Matner is equal to 300, but we don't have anything. Okay. Billing document. Continue. Okay. Material is this. Copy. Where material number is 1. Okay, good 87. Check. Okay, because it has that material, that's why. Okay, that's why it has pulled the name number of that material. And we can say there was a very important character. Goods. Okay, it has actually pulled in only 5 spaces. Anyways, so the code is working. So in internal table, we have seen when we want to store anything in internal table, which is type table. That's why it's internal table. We use the append statement. Okay. So internal table index key can be unique or non-unique. Only one record with that key or multiple records with that key. 3 types of internal tables you can create. Okay, standard table, sorted table, hash table, right? So speaking of tables, let me just give you a brief. Let me just give you a brief. So internal table, the keys can be unique or non-unique in internal table. Okay. Um, there are 3 types of internal tables: standard table, sorted, hashed. Hashed is basically a little bit like sorted table, but it is basically sequenced with indexing. So standard table is defined as ITMAC type standard table of DYMAC. ITMAC type standard, this is the syntax. It can be made with index access or with key access. Supports linear index, and it has only non-unique keys. So key definition, key is primary key that we used in Microsoft Access to define a table. That's not necessary. When defining keys are not required to be mentioned in standard table. So the syntax is type standard table of. Okay. Keys are not required to be mentioned since it's linear index, both index access and key access can be used. index access and key access. Index access is you have a table with 100 records, for example, and you want to index every record. It will have an address. So those 100 records will have an address. Okay, I hope this is clear. So, speaking of uh, let me just put in syntax data. ITMac type table of TYMac. Let's change this. Data ITMac type sorted table of TYMac with unique key Matner Spras WA type TYMac. Okay. So we have a sorted table of TYMac with unique key Matner as well. So unique key will be material number and language. Okay. And speaking of append statement in sorted table can result in error and program crash as sequences one gets disturbed, destroys the program. So we don't use append statement. If sorted is defined as unique, any record that is duplicate with the key will end in crash too. So let's read that again. If sorted is defined as unique, any record we have defined unique key Matner Spras. So if we duplicate Matner or Spras, it will crash. So if sorted is defined as unique, any record that is duplicated with the key will end in crash too. So instead of append, what do we use? We use insert. Okay, we use insert. So example, this is the syntax insert WMAC into table ITMAC. In sort table, entries are sorted by keys. In unique sorted table, any key with duplicate record is ignored by the system in unique sorted keys. So we are actually inserting with this syntax. So in unique sorted table, any key with duplicate record is ignored. Okay. What is a hash table? No linear index. Linear means sequence. Can't read with index. Supports only unique keys. Key definition is mandatory. Entries are not stored in any specific order. So data ITMac type hash table of TYMac with unique key Matner. So limit on internal table is limited by size, not records. Hash table has 2 GB or 2 million records limit. Okay. I hope that is clear. Okay. Now comes another explanation. On standard table, read statement performs a linear search. Linear search is record by record, one by one. Okay. Standard tables takes more time because it is line by line, record by record. Sorted tables use binary search. What is binary? It divides by 2. If any parts number is greater than searched number, then the other part is searched. For example, if our record is greater than this, then the sorted table will leave the first half and the other half of the table will be searched. So it actually reduces half of the time of table search. Hash tables record are not stored in particular order based on hash algorithm. Every record created has a unique key to identify. So every record has a unique key. Storage location is identified. So it locates the record using hash address. It doesn't scan the table one by one. The record is fetched to the work area. Since the table is not scanned, it doesn't matter how many records are stored in the table. Data retrieval is constant in hash table. Data retrieval is faster in hash table. Okay, let's stop away because I'm not actually feeling well.